book friends! Today I'm going to be reviewing the novel Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is the first novel I have ever listened to as an audiobook, which was so interesting. It was kind of weird having someone else read to me, and I mostly enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy that I couldn't read it along and that it was kind of difficult to go back if I felt like I missed something. But at least my eyes weren't strained after listening. Welcome back to my bookshelf, where once a week I review a book that I have recently read. I love to review books, I love to discuss books, I love to get into books. So if you also like to discuss books, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. So let's get into the synopsis and summary of the novel, Monday's Not Coming. The protagonist is 13-ish-year-old Claudia, whose friend Monday goes missing. Claudia seems to be the only one who notices that Monday has gone missing, and she also seems to be the only one who cares about her friend's disappearance. When she starts to try and investigate the disappearance of her friend Monday, all of the adults in her life keep giving her the runaround. For example, when she goes to certain teachers, they'll say that Monday is no longer enrolled in school, but they don't give her anything further than that. When she goes to Monday's house and tries to talk to Monday's mother, her mother is very dismissive and aggressive and keeps telling her that Monday's with different family members. And even Claudia's parents are pretty dismissive and gullible, and when she tries to get them to give a crap about Monday's disappearance, they seem to just believe what is just being told from Monday's mother. But Claudia is super suspicious. Even when she goes to the police, they are very dismissive and just say, there's a lot of missing girls. How do we really know she's missing? And so it's clear that the mystery of where is Monday is all on the shoulders of Claudia, because she seems to be the only one who truly cares. So this is a mystery novel, as in we are trying to find out where Monday is, and you don't really find out what happened to Monday until the end of the novel. But it is deeper than that. This novel is a critique of the reality that when Black girls go missing, no one seems to care. Their faces are not plastered all over the news or on the newspapers. There's no Amber Alerts. There's no awareness, and there's no immediate reaction. Other than the family of the missing girls, no one seems to care. There's no immediate reaction from the school. There's no immediate reaction from the media. There's no immediate reaction from the police. Tiffany D. Jackson said in some of her interviews that she wrote this story after reading about two different cases of two missing Black girls, one in Detroit and one in Washington, D.C. These are stories of two Black girls who were missing for up to 2 years and no one cared and no one noticed. This is a very real issue, and in 2017 there was a hashtag that started, #MissingDCGirls. The hashtag was meant to bring awareness to the fact that there are a lot of missing Black girls with no coverage and no answers. Jackson's novel Monday's Not Coming reflects that reality. How can a Black girl go missing and nobody notice or care? This story highlights all the ways that Black children can, as Tiffany Jackson says, slip through the system. As Claudia begins to investigate her best friend's disappearance, she begins to uncover truths about her friend's real life that she had no idea about. Monday presented herself to Claudia in a certain way and hid a lot of her real issues from her friend Claudia. So during Claudia's investigation, she finds out things about her friend that she had no idea about, and things slowly unravel, and it is truly tragic and heartbreaking. I don't want to get into the things that she does discover because, spoilers, I'm not trying to ruin the mystery for you, but there's just a lot that was going on in Monday's life that Claudia had no idea about. And so there are many different mysteries that are being revealed, not only to the readers, but to Claudia herself. So it's interesting because as much as Claudia misses the friend she knew, the Monday she did know, she's also realizing that she didn't know her friend at all. There's just a lot of things that Claudia was too naive to realize and too dismissive to put together previous to Monday's disappearance, but now it's all being revealed. Claudia is someone who is very naive and very young and very innocent, and this investigation forces her to open up her eyes and peer into a world that she is just not accustomed to. She is forced to grow up the more that she investigates Monday. And I bring that up to say that this is not just a journey of where's Monday, but this is also a journey for Claudia as she has to shed her innocence and is forced to recognize just how cruel the world can be. Which I also think is reflective of the novel itself, because this is a YA, young adult fiction novel. And so young readers reading this are also being forced to open their eyes and peer into a world that they may not be accustomed to, and to the truths of how cruel our world can be. And I think that's also very important. I think Tiffany D. Jackson did a fantastic and terrific job of telling the story and bringing these real issues to light. What I will say is that I did struggle a bit with the timeline. This novel is told in sections, I guess. So there's the before, there's the after, and then there's like a year before the before. And it keeps kind of shifting between those kind of 3 timelines, and it's just confusing. I think there are 3 different timelines that are going on in this novel, but at a certain point I just gave up on even trying to figure out the timelines because it started to hurt my brain, and I just went with the flow of things. The timeline does make more sense in the end because there is a mini twist kind of revelation that then puts all the timelines into perspective. But because I was listening to an audiobook, I'm not able to just go back to certain chapters and make more sense of the timeline. But if I did have the hard copy, I would have done that after I finished the novel. I probably would have went back and then read certain timelines to make it all make sense. And because I don't want to go back and re-listen to the entire audiobook, I'm still a little confused a bit on the timeline. I wish I had a hard copy, but I don't. But if you have a hard copy, then you can do that at the end, go back and kind of put all the pieces together, and it might make more sense to you. Also, like I mentioned, there are 2 different revelations in this novel. The mystery of where is Monday, and then also there's this other twist that happens in the novel. I have to say I didn't really care for the second twist. I thought that it just worked to further complicate things, and because the timeline was linked to this twist, it just made the novel more confusing than it needed to be. I just feel like because the novel is already a mystery novel, and because there's already a lot of suspicion and mystery and puzzle pieces that need to be put together, it really didn't need the 3 separate timelines, and it really didn't need the second twist because there's already so much going on, and I think it just complicated things that didn't need to be so complicated. So that was the only thing I struggled with, the twist and the timeline structuring, which was a little chaotic and unnecessarily confusing. Now on to my rating. I give this novel a 4.5 out of 5. I loved this novel. I loved the story. I was fully immersed in the mystery. I felt like I was with Claudia as she was going around investigating, and all of the pieces just slowly start to unravel. And every new piece of information was like a stab to the heart. So it was truly profound and heartbreaking and emotional and important and educational. Just fantastic. I also love the character growth of Claudia. The more she found out about her friend, the truth about her friend's life, the truth about the mystery of where Monday is, she just had no choice but to grow and mature and become more bold and more confident, and more determined, which I really loved to see how she grew throughout the novel. Like I mentioned, the one thing I did struggle with was the timeline and the twist, but other than that, I truly enjoyed this novel. Although there are very tough themes that are explored in this novel, I think it's important for those hard truths to be revealed and unmasked. And so I just want to say kudos to Tiffany T. Jackson for writing the story and for bringing awareness to all of the missing Black girls that many people don't know about, care about, notice are missing, and we just need to do better. Alright, well that's my review of Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany T. Jackson. If you've read this novel, please give me your comments below. What did you think about the mystery? What did you think about the second twist? What did you think about the timeline? What did you think about the entire story? Let's get into it. I would love to discuss this novel with you. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Until next time, bye!